Okay, so, what if the real secret to a garden that looks like it cost $1 million is hiding in the 50-cent bin? Genius thrift flips that look expensive. DIY rustic fall garden decor on a budget.
Hello, you wonderful, creative people, and welcome back. Today, we are embarking on a treasure hunt where the forgotten becomes fabulous. We're going to prove that a breathtaking outdoor living space transformation for fall doesn't come from a fancy catalog. It comes from a little bit of imagination and a trip to your local thrift store. We're turning trash into absolute treasure. Now, hold your horses before you dash out the door. You'll want to watch this entire video, because at the very end, I'm sharing my complete, step-by-step master guide. We'll cover every material, every tool, and the universal method to make every single one of these projects a stunning success. Think of it as our little secret formula. So, get ready for an explosion of inspiration. We have an unbelievable lineup of 20 genius themes, each with 2 unique twists, giving you a massive portfolio of high-end looks for less. Let's dive into the world of luxury thrift flipping. One, the vintage ladder elevation. Cascading mum and pumpkin vertical garden. First, find a tired, old wooden ladder. It might look a bit sad now, but imagine it leaning against your porch, its rungs transformed into a breathtaking, cascading waterfall of harvest-colored mums and those charming, lumpy heirloom pumpkins. This is a brilliant take on vertical garden ideas for urban homes, giving you that huge wow factor without eating up your floor space. It's a beautiful symbol of growth and reaching new heights, one gorgeous step at a time. Rustic lantern and gourd showcase. Or, let's take that same ladder and make it magical. As dusk settles, picture it adorned with rustic tin lanterns, each holding a safe, flickering LED candle. We'll weave in some delicate ivy and nestle a few funky gourds on each step. This becomes one of the most enchanting garden lighting ideas for ambience you'll ever see. It's a high-end boutique look that whispers welcome home in the most elegant way imaginable. 2. The repurposed chair planter. Woven seat succulent mosaic. Next up, the woven seat succulent mosaic. Now, if you spot a chair with a busted seat, don't walk away, run towards it. That, my friends, is not a problem, it's a golden opportunity. We're going to pop out that sad, broken bit, fit in a simple wire basket, and create the most stunning living mosaic of succulents you've ever seen. It's the ultimate in low-maintenance garden design and a gorgeous reminder that sometimes our biggest flaws can become our most beautiful features. Grand Dame single pot pedestal. But what if the chair is sturdy? then it gets a promotion. We'll turn it into a grand pedestal for a single dramatic urn overflowing with fall's finest, ornamental grasses, rich purple cabbages, and lush ivy. This is how you create an immediate, high-impact focal point. It's one of those budget outdoor decor ideas that look expensive and instantly elevates your entire entryway from nice to oh wow. Three, the Forgotten Drawer Garden. Tiered herb and pansy station. Have you ever seen an old dresser by the side of the road and felt a little sad for it? Well, rescue those drawers. By stacking them in a clever, tiered arrangement, you create a charming and practical planter perfect for fall herbs and cheerful pansies. This is a fantastic DIY garden decor for small spaces that's packed with farmhouse personality. It's like a little chest of drawers, but for plants. Spilling pumpkin and gourd cornucopia. For a touch of whimsy, take just one of those drawers and lay it on its side. Now fill it so it looks like it's spilling an abundance of mini pumpkins, gourds, and leaves all over your porch. It's a playful, dynamic display that tells a story of bountiful harvest. This little trick is a perfect example of garden landscaping on a budget that looks like it was styled by a professional. 4. The Galvanized Metal Revival. Watering can and crystal rain sculpture. Grab an old galvanized watering can, the rustier the better. We're going to hang it from a shepherd's hook and then, get this, create shimmering streams of rain using fishing line and cheap crystal beads from the craft store. When the autumn sun hits it, it'll sparkle like 1,000 tiny diamonds. It's a piece of modern garden decor trends that is pure magic. Wash tub mum and aster basin. If you find a big old wash tub, you've hit the jackpot. These things make the most incredible, rustic planters. Fill it with a giant mounded display of colorful mums and deep purple asters for a look that is so lush and full. This is that instant backyard makeover on a budget that works wonders for the front yard, giving you that classic, timeless country charm. Five. The Enchanting Birdcage Terrarium. Mossy Autumn Fairy Garden. An old, ornate birdcage is just begging to be turned into a miniature world. We'll line the bottom with soft moss, add a few tiny gourds, some faux mushrooms, and maybe even a little fairy figurine if you're feeling whimsical. This creates a magical, self-contained terrarium. It's a wonderful, eco-friendly garden project that will capture the imagination of everyone who sees it. candlelit gourd sanctuary. Or for a more sophisticated take, place a large battery-operated pillar candle inside that same birdcage. Surround the base of the candle with a bed of tiny, colorful gourds. It instantly becomes a chic and safe lantern. This is a perfect example of a high-end garden DIYs for less that brings a warm, inviting glow to your outdoor space on a cool autumn evening. Six, the rustic wheelbarrow planter. Harvest bounty overflowing display. Is there anything that screams fall more than a rusty old wheelbarrow? It's a classic for a reason. We're going to fill it to the absolute brim with hay, pumpkins of all sizes, corn stalks, and potted mums. It's the quintessential harvest display that provides an immediate and stunning outdoor living space transformation. It's impossible to look at it without smiling. Migrating garden gnomes scene. Let's get a little playful. Fill that wheelbarrow with moss and soil, and then create a hilarious little scene with some thrifted garden gnomes. Position them with tiny suitcases or walking sticks as if they're migrating south for the winter. It's a totally unexpected DIY garden hacks idea that tells a funny story and shows off your sparkling personality. Seven, the vintage window frame illusion. Mirrored garden reflector. Find an old window frame, the kind with multiple panes. Now, instead of glass, we're going to fit it with mirrors. When you lean this against a fence or a wall, it creates the most incredible illusion of another world in your garden, reflecting the autumn colors. It's a trick that designers use to make spaces feel bigger, and it works with a minimalist garden aesthetic beautifully. Autumn wreath frame. Here's one that's almost too easy. Take that same empty window frame and simply hang a gorgeous autumn wreath right in the middle. The frame acts like a picture mat, instantly turning your wreath into a sophisticated piece of layered three-dimensional art. It's one of the simplest budget outdoor decor ideas that look expensive on our list. Eight, the upcycled tire planter. Painted pumpkin tire stack. Okay, stick with me on this one. Old tires. Find 3, give them a good scrub, and paint them a brilliant pumpkin orange. Stack them up, add a little green stem on top, and you have a giant whimsical pumpkin sculpture that you can also plant flowers in. It's a bold and fun take on recycled materials garden crafts that will definitely be a conversation starter. Rustic rope-wrapped planter. If the pumpkin is a bit too much for you, try this. Take one tire and wrap it completely in thick, rustic rope. I'm telling you, the transformation is unbelievable. It goes from a piece of junk to a high-end nautical-style planter that looks like it came straight from a coastal living magazine. It's a true testament to how you can create a high-end garden DIY for less. Nine. The Old Book Sculpture. Weatherproofed decoupage pumpkin. For all my fellow book lovers, this one's for you. Take a fake pumpkin and an old yellowed book that's seen better days. We're going to tear out the pages and decoupage them all over the pumpkin using an outdoor safe sealant. The result is a uniquely beautiful literary piece of art. It's a DIY garden hacks project that beautifully blends a love of stories with the beauty of the season. Rooted in Knowledge Flower Pot. This is just brilliant. We're going to take a thick, old hardcover book, seal it thoroughly with marine varnish to make it weatherproof, and then hollow out the center to create a tiny planter. Imagine a delicate fern growing right out of the pages. It's a profound and beautiful project that truly embodies the idea of sustainable gardening tips. The Classic Terra Cotta Reimagined. Aged moss and yogurt patina pots. You know those brand new bright orange terracotta pots? Let's make them look like they've been sitting in a secret English garden for 100 years. The secret ingredient? Yogurt. By painting them with a mix of yogurt and moss, we can create an instant, authentic-looking aged patina. It's a classic garden ideas trick for achieving that timeless, old-world charm. Topsy-turvy planter tower. Let's have some fun. We'll take a bunch of those terracotta pots in different sizes and thread them at jaunty, crooked angles onto a piece of rebar. When you plant trailing flowers in each one, it becomes a whimsical, gravity-defying tower of blooms. It's a playful and eye-catching take on vertical garden ideas for urban homes that is pure joy. 11. The vintage tool silhouette. Rake head wreath and welcome sign. Next time you see a rusty old rake, just look at the head. It's the perfect shape for a rustic farmhouse wreath. Just remove the handle, add some fall foliage and a burlap bough, and hang it on your door. It's an unexpected and incredibly charming piece of recycled materials garden crafts. It's clever, it's cute, and it costs next to nothing. Shovel and spade metal flower sculpture. For a more industrial artistic statement, collect some old, rusty shovel and spade heads. With a few bolts or a bit of welding, you can arrange them into the petals of a giant metal flower. Staked in your garden, it becomes a striking sculpture that perfectly marries the ideas of gardening and art. It's a fantastic take on the minimalist garden aesthetic. The reimagined picture frame. Living succulent picture. Find the most ornate, over-the-top picture frame you can. We're going to build a shallow box on the back and plant it with a living mosaic of tiny succulents. When you hang it on a covered porch wall, it literally turns nature into a framed masterpiece. This is a show-stopping piece of DIY garden decor for small spaces that everyone will be talking about. Empty frame landscape viewer. This idea is so simple, it's genius. Take a large, beautiful, empty picture frame and just hang it from a tree branch. Position it so it perfectly frames a beautiful view in your yard, like a tree with stunning fall color. It's an interactive piece that encourages you to slow down and appreciate the beauty that's already there. It's one of the coolest modern garden decor trends I've seen. The Forgotten Suitcase Planter. Open Traveler's Garden. A vintage suitcase has so many stories to tell, and now it can tell one in your garden. Just prop it open, line it, and it becomes the most charming and unique planter for your fall annuals. It's a conversation starter that speaks of journeys and putting down roots. It's one of those DIY garden hacks that is absolutely packed with personality. Closed suitcase pumpkin pedestal. Or for a super simple styling trick, just use a closed vintage suitcase, or a stack of two, as a rustic pedestal. It's the perfect way to elevate a prize pumpkin or a collection of gourds off the ground and give them the attention they deserve. This is one of the easiest ways to get one of those budget outdoor decor ideas that look expensive. 14. The CHIC COLANDER HANGING BASKET. Brilliant pansy and viola planter. Your kitchen section at the thrift store is a gold mine. A vintage metal or enamel colander, with its built-in drainage holes, makes the perfect hanging basket. They're just begging to be filled with the cheerful faces of pansies and violas. It's a quick, easy, and smart backyard makeover on a budget idea that you can do in about 5 minutes. Trailing ivy and LED light bowl. Let's take that colander and make it magical for the evening. Plant it with some beautiful long trailing ivy. Then, weave a string of those tiny battery-operated fairy lights throughout the leaves. At night, it becomes a glowing, floating orb of greenery. It's a stunning use of garden lighting ideas for ambience that looks incredibly high-end. (15) The Graceful Glassware Garden. Glass insulator candle holders. Keep an eye out for those old glass telephone insulators. They often come in gorgeous blues and greens. When you flip them upside down, they become the most beautiful, chunky holders for votive candles. Lining them up on a porch railing at dusk creates such a lovely, serene glow. It's a wonderful nod to sustainable gardening tips. Colorful bottle tree sculpture. This is a classic piece of folk art that is so fun to make. Create a simple tree trunk and branches from rebar or wooden dowels, and then slide your collection of colorful thrifted glass bottles right over the ends. When the sun shines through them, your garden will be filled with sparkling jewel-toned light. It's a joyful and creative eco-friendly garden project. (16) The Old Boot and Shoe Planters. Weathered work boot succulent garden. An old beat-up leather work boot has so much character. Don't throw it away. It makes the most rugged and charming little planter for a handful of hardy succulents. It tells a story of hard work and long days, and now it gets a well-deserved retirement as a piece of art. It's a fantastic piece of DIY garden decor for small spaces. Children's rain boot flower pots. Is there anything cuter than a pair of tiny rain boots? Find a colorful pair that a child has outgrown, drill a few holes in the bottom for drainage, and they become the most adorable planters for fall flowers. It's a whimsical and playful touch for any garden that is guaranteed to make you smile every time you see them. It's just pure, simple garden ideas joy. (17) The Architectural Salvage Art. Fireplace mantel porch display. If you ever find a salvaged fireplace mantel, grab it. Placed against the outside wall of your porch, it creates an incredible architectural focal point. Decorate the mantelpiece with pumpkins, garlands, and candles, and you've instantly created a stunning magazine-worthy outdoor living space transformation. It's like bringing the heart of the home outdoors. Ornate headboard garden gate. An old ornate headboard, either wood or iron, can become a romantic and beautiful feature in your garden. You don't have to attach it to anything, just place it strategically as a backdrop for your flowers or as a pretend gate to a secret part of the garden. It's a brilliant garden landscaping on a budget secret that adds instant structure and charm. (18) The Upcycled Bicycle Planter. Classic flower-filled basket bike. Ah, the classic bicycle planter. It's timeless for a reason. Find a vintage bike, lean it against a tree, and fill its front basket to overflowing with a beautiful explosion of fall flowers. It's an iconic look that is the epitome of charm and a perfect example of a high-end garden DIYs for less. It's romantic, it's nostalgic, and it's always beautiful. Monochromatic painted bike sculpture. For a more modern, artistic take on the bicycle, try this. Take that old bike and spray paint the entire thing. Frame, tires, handlebars, everything, one single bold color like matte black or even a deep orange. It stops being a bicycle and becomes a striking minimalist sculpture. It's one of those modern garden decor trends that is both unexpected and incredibly chic. (19) The Timeless Wooden Crate Display. Stacked crate porch shelving. Old wooden crates are one of the most versatile items you can find. Simply stack them up on your porch to create a rustic, modular shelving unit. It's the perfect place to create a beautifully styled display of pumpkins, lanterns, and potted plants. It's a fantastic DIY garden hack solution that is both practical and beautiful. Single crate, porch step display. Even a single crate can make a huge impact. Turn it on its side and use it as a little riser or a porch step to create different levels in your decor. It's a simple trick that professional stylists use to make their arrangements look more dynamic and interesting. It's a foundational secret for many budget outdoor decor ideas that look expensive. The musical instrument planter. Acoustic guitar wall planter. This one is a true showstopper. Find a broken acoustic guitar that can no longer make music. We're going to transform it into a stunning wall planter, with succulents and trailing plants spilling right out of its body. It's a beautiful new life for an old instrument and an incredible piece of recycled materials garden crafts that is pure poetry. Tuba or French horn cornucopia. And for the grand finale, if you ever find a big old brass instrument like a tuba or a French horn, you have found the ultimate treasure. Lay it on its side, and that giant bell becomes the most elegant and dramatic cornucopia you have ever seen. Fill it to overflowing with gourds and flowers. This is the absolute pinnacle of high-end garden DIYs for less. Wow, and there you have it. 40 incredible, high-end ideas from the most humble of beginnings. I hope you're feeling as inspired as I am. It just goes to show you that a spectacular fall display is all about vision, not your wallet. Now, are you ready to get your hands dirty? For the part you've all been so patiently waiting for, let's roll up our sleeves and get into the nitty-gritty of exactly how to bring these projects to life. Alright, here is your universal masterclass for thrift flip success. First, your materials, or as I like to call them, your treasures. Be on the lookout for anything with good bones: wooden furniture, metal containers, old tools, glassware, you name it. Then for the transformation, you'll need good quality exterior grade spray paint, a clear waterproof sealant, this is non-negotiable, a strong adhesive like E6000, and liners like chicken wire or coconut coir. And of course, soil and a gorgeous selection of fall plants. Next, your tools. Start with safety gear like gloves and glasses. You'll need brushes and sandpaper for prepping, and your absolute best friend will be a power drill for adding those all-important drainage holes. A jigsaw, wire cutters, and a staple gun can also be incredibly helpful. Finally, your step-by-step process is simple. First, select your item. Second, clean and prep it like you mean it. This is the secret to a professional finish. Third, make any alterations, like drilling those drainage holes. Fourth, paint and seal it thoroughly. Fifth, assemble and plant it using that thriller, filler, and spiller method for a lush look. And finally, place and style your masterpiece in your yard. That's it. That's the formula for turning any thrifted find into a high-end treasure. If you had as much fun with these ideas as I did, please let us know by giving this video a big thumbs up. We would absolutely love to hear about your own thrift flip projects, so head down to the comments and share your brilliant ideas. And if you want to join our creative family for more budget-friendly and beautiful projects, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It truly helps our channel grow. Thank you all so much for watching. Now go forth and create something beautiful. Happy flipping!
Casa d'oro.